Hello and welcome to Toyota. We are in the GR86 here today at Watkins Glen. Kind of got that a little bit backwards on the intro, but we're rolling with it. We are the number one car here at, again, Watkins Glen International. And unfortunately, this car is a little bit underpowered for this place. I think we're going to get ourselves a bit of a draft fest here. Probably going to get some messes heading into corners as guys carry a lot more speed than they're expecting to, and probably going to have some dive bombs and all that stuff. But I've been enjoying driving this car. I drove it a couple times at Laguna Seca last week, and I liked Watkins Glen a lot, even if this car doesn't necessarily suit it all that well. So I did want to run this, even though, well, we'll see how the results turn out. We are the number one car. Unfortunately, a 1.9k strength of field. Pretty weak, not too many people signed up, but I don't expect to be the fastest. Usually any iRating I gain on road comes from surviving, and I haven't been too good at that lately, even, so... We'll see what happens. So we do our warm-up lap. I feel like I'm okay on speed, but... Ooh, well I say that and then immediately overdrive that corner pretty bad. I say that, but I don't think it's going to matter too much, unfortunately. Guys are just going to draft right back up to you if you try to pass them, so I think what we're going to have to do is just play a smart race. Let some guys duke it out, let the fisticuffs fly in front of us, and hopefully stay out of any messes that occur. It is fun to drive around here, even if there's a lot of throttle time, just waiting for the straightaways to end. Be interesting to see quite how fast we end up going once we get into the big packs and stuff, because I'm sure there's gonna be some.
Green flag, green
and
flag.
Let's do our first qualifying lap, see if we can't get ourselves a good start.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Have a habit of getting off tracks while I'm trying to do my qualifying, so let's not do that. Didn't quite turn in like I needed to there, lost a couple of tenths. Needed to keep it closer to the inside. And then, don't hold your breath, we've got a long straightaway here before we get to the chicane, which the chicane is fun to take. Flying through there, fourth gear. See if I can hit my marks this time. Not too bad. Mess up this corner plenty, so I'll see if I can get this right. Really easy to overdrive it. Okay, not too bad there. So far so good this lap. Alright, this next corner's also been giving me a little bit of trouble. Kind of a weird braking marker, because I think braking at the 200's a little early, but that's what I've been doing. Carry a lot of speed through here. Curbs kind of got me messed up there, but not too bad. Just gonna drive on the curb all the way through that one. Not necessarily great there, but is what it is. Well, I've run worse laps, so at least we'll have this one in the bank. We'll see if we can't add on to it.
One more lap.
Lap 2.
That's pole. Your lap time was at 2:08.
pole for now, but that's not going to last.
Leader has just done a 207.49.
It didn't last, I think, even until I got done saying that sentence. Yeah, we're dropping. Not too unexpected there. I got through turn 1 much better that time. What are the pole times looking like? Oh, good. A full second faster than me. Just what you like to see. Maybe I'll learn something watching those guys. Pushed it a little bit there. Almost gave myself an off track, I think, but we're okay. So far this lap's looking better. Not quite a 2:07.4, but better. I feel like I can push it a little bit more through there, but I feel like anytime I try, I end up pushing wide, so don't have that corner quite dialed in yet.
Sector 2.
Way outside here, but you can get away with that. Ooh, got through there much better that time. Imagine that, when you don't ride on the curb the whole turn. Not so bad. Hey, that was a good lap. I'm happy with that. That's about... well, it's about tied with my all-time best. I'll definitely take that.
Alright,
And we gain nothing from it. But you know what? We gain some experience. And that is valuable too. Got some guys beating my lap on their second go-around. P5 right now is not all too bad. We're currently within a second of the leader, so that's a bit of a moral victory. Would have been cool to get into the 207s, but I don't think I'm anywhere really close to that yet. Maybe when I get that draft. That's my only hope. The speed really does seem to pick up once the stuff gets up to temp and all that. Yeah, I didn't think so. I tried second gear there, but no, that's not what you want. You want to keep it in third. I feel like I'm losing a lot of time in this corner. Using this extra bit of weight. Well, another 5 seconds, but another extra bit of weight to practice a little bit more. I'm gonna be kicked out right about now, though. There we go. And we end up P5. You know what? We're ahead of a lot of guys. I don't feel too bad about that. This is gonna be messy, though. Reminder. Friendly reminder, this is gonna be a disaster. Yes, there's gonna be a lot of drafting. A lot of crazy moves. I predict death and and more death in the bus stop once we get there. Looking at my cue right there, it's kind of quivering. Not sure why that's going on, but I think we're okay. No precipitation on the radar. I didn't actually realize that this was a rain-enabled series. One of the races I did at Laguna Seca was kind of misty out, and right near the end of the race it started having a % chance of precipitation, and it never really happened, but that was very interesting. I wouldn't mind doing some rain racing. Haven't been able to do too much of that. I think the only time I've done it was during the week 13 whenever it first came out, and then I like disappeared for a year for some reason. So I haven't really been able to do it.
One to go. Next time by. Line up on the
I think that would be cool.
The estimated strength of field is 1,000.
There's your exact strength of field. According to Race Lab, I would lose 3 I rating if I finished 5th. I
Waiting on
don't
the
expect to
final
gain
car
any
to
though,
grid.
because those guys ahead seem much faster. Particularly the 4 and the 10 and the 9. That top three's kind of got another gear. We'll get a rolling start here at Watkins Glen in the GR86 series. I don't know why, I enjoy this car a lot. It's pretty simple to drive and maybe not, like I said, a good fit for Watkins Glen necessarily, but you know, it's just
Everyone's
pretty
good at
simple.
5. The track temp is
Simple road racing car.
112 Fahrenheit.
And
the air temp is
I'm
80.
not really a road racer, so simple is good for me. Feel like I can learn some
This
stuff
is a rolling start. We need to follow car number 9
when
in the
things are
left
moving
column.
a little bit slower.
The pace car speed is
Guys
44
looking
miles
to
per
get
hour.
their tires up to temp. Try to get the heat in our brakes and maybe sling ourselves around a couple of these corners, get a little bit of heat in them. The Q bar's still showing up a little bit on the top right. I hope I'm not blinking or anything. Especially in road when you got a lot of international drivers, you don't need to give the netcode any excuse to give you issues. I don't think we have to do the chicane on the pace laps. Maybe you do. I'm always confused on that. And they are going at it. Looking like a snake. I want to join them, just for fun. Woo! Oh, well, they stopped. I made it uncool. Story of my life. Just kidding. Hey, everyone's taking the chicane, so maybe you do have to take it. Of course, we got the full layout here at Watkins Glen, not quite what the NASCAR series run. The boot is what we get here. Unless you want to knock some cones down and go that way. I don't know if that's going to work out for you too well, though. Long pace lap. Kind of wish they would start us halfway through the course, so we didn't have to drive all the way around the place. But nice little tour of the facility you're about to race on, I guess. In case you needed a reminder of which turn is where. Us simple oval folk are used to only 2 turns, and we call them 4.
You need to catch up to the guy ahead.
It'll be a 15-minute race. I think that's about how long we've got in these series, so it's pretty quick. And speaking of quick, we're going to be going here pretty soon. As soon as that pace car goes off, it looks like the leader might even be leaving a little bit of room. Probably wants to get a jump. Hope they at least keep a consistent speed.
About to go green. Stay focused.
It's actually the blue car is the leader, so what are we doing? Why are we checking up?
Okay,
Pace
mate, get
car
ready.
is in.
All you really ask is they keep a consistent speed. We didn't really do that here, but we're fine. We're off and rolling. Let's not die.
Left side. Still there. Hold your line.
Alright, making sure we give room around us. We are clear. I know we don't have to go too crazy because we're going to be right in their draft. And it has already begun. Will we get any moves into the bus stop on lap 1? You know they're tempted. Got through there pretty good.
Okay, Colton, the next car is Cole, car number 3, B license, and their rating is 3.0.
Some side-by-side up ahead already. Oh, speaking of side-by-side, they run into each other.
Alright. Clear.
I'm sure that guy's not out there still. He
There's
just
an incident
body
behind.
checked him right out into the wall.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Already got some action here. Guy in front's taking that corner a little shallow, so I gotta make sure I don't run into the back of him.
Gyro, car number 2, B license, and their rating is 3.1.
Car right. Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear.
Not sure what's going on. Does he have a broken car or something? Penalty? Oh, I see. Okay, he's trying to go to the pits. I thought he was positioning himself in weird ways.
You're in fourth
Excellent,
position.
mate. Keep it up, P4.
Guy behind's scaring me.
Car right.
He's gonna go to our
Keep
inside.
to the left.
That's fine.
Clear on the right. Left side. Clear.
We're just trying to file in here. I don't need a bump draft from you. Please stop shoving me.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Don't know why you were in such a hurry to try to be side by side through the bus stop in lap 2.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. Clear.
He was just ready to shove me right into the corner. Really would prefer not to lose the guys up ahead.
Left side. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Keep to the right. Still there. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
I really don't want to be fighting right now. We're losing the guys ahead.
The leader has just done a
Okay, gotta make sure I hit the brakes enough into turn 1 here. We're gonna be carrying some extra speed. There we go. Alright. All good there. Fortunately, looks like those top guys are driving off, but I guess I should have expected that anyway. Those were guys that had much better laps. Top 3. I feel like the 8's going to try to make a move here. Not quite there. Nope, no he is. Never mind.
Okay, Colton, the next
Just
car
dumb.
is Brown.
No reason to be
Car
making a
number
move right there in
their
the bus
rating
stop.
is 1.8.
Clear on the right. Car right. Still there, hold your line.
Somehow
Still
we
there, hold
are
your
big
line.
losers out of this. So we're going to lose a bunch of
Still there.
ground waiting for them to sort that out.
Clear on the right. Car right. Keep to the left.
Good lord.
Still there. Still there.
Uh-oh. They're doing stuff down there.
Still there, hold your line. You're on the left. 3 wide.
Just
Hold
what you
your
want to
line.
hear. 3
Car
wide,
right,
road
2 wide.
racing.
Clear on the right.
Get the heck away from that yellow car.
The car in front of us is now Barnes.
Not a
Car
big
number
fan of his
6,
decision making so
B-licence,
far.
And their rating is 2.0.
But what am I whining about? We're fine. Alright, he's gonna miss his mark up ahead.
Car on your left. Stay on the right.
There's a car leaving the pit lane.
Stay on the right. You're back in
P5.
fifth.
That lap time was 209.41.
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
Good
He's
pass.
just gonna draft right back up to us, isn't he? That's the unfortunate part of an underpowered car here. Bump draft us a little bit.
Clear on the left.
Davis. Car
We've got a little bit of
number
draft
9
up
is
there.
now leading. Barnes.
Please don't make a move on me.
Gap's now 0.12.
I mean, he kinda did.
All right, Colton. The
He
next
got through there
car
much
is
better
right
than he did,
behind.
though. Please, let's break away. If I can break the draft, that would be just absolutely wonderful. I like that we have a draft buddy who's gone. Okay, never mind. Bye, draft buddy. Hardly knew you. Well, they're 1 second back. I think that's probably enough to sniff our draft. We'll take up the whole course.
Behind.
Incident behind. Can't really look, see if that's anyone near us right now, but... Oh, guy behind just got in the wall. That should allow us to break away. Unfortunately, we've already lost the guys up ahead. So we will not really have a chance to compete with those guys, unfortunately, but... Hey, we're doing pretty good. I was worried we'd be wrecked by now.
You're back in fourth
We're halfway
position.
home. We're okay on fuel. The car ahead is Cole, car number 3, B license, and their rating is 3.0.
Looks like they're racing for the win. Maybe that'll bring them back to each other, especially if they've got draft and stuff. I'm hoping they're gonna fight and not be smart and work together until they have no choice but not to. I think I see side by side up there.
Car number 4 is now in the lead.
I'm gonna rub my hands together and laugh evilly like the villain I am. I gotta hit my marks though, or else it's not gonna matter what they do. Probably won't matter anyway, but still a chance. We got 5 minutes left. We got a couple laps. See if we can't get anything done. So glad we were able to break the draft of the guys behind, because I do feel like I'm faster, and it looks like it so far. But doesn't matter if you're faster if they draft right back up to you on the long straight.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
So I think we'll have 2 laps to go coming to the line here, if I had to guess. Oh, we got the striped flag here. Don't see anything. Wonder if there was just some debris on the track, maybe. That's a cool thing that they added, by the way. I haven't talked about that at all. But cars that go off track and bring gravel or sand or whatever onto the course make things a little slippery. Cool little detail for iRacing to add. And that'll
The car
show up as that striped flag, I believe,
207.26.
to warn you of that.
Your last lap time was at 208.34. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.34 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Still not very good in turn 1. I know I can do better there. But it's getting the job done for now. They are all in a group up ahead, all of a sudden. You know, it's not impossible. Those three guys could wreck each other. Just saying, there's a world where that can happen.
Infinite behind.
I was hoping they were going to say ahead. No, it is behind us. Hello, Wipers. Thank you for helping out. Oh, yeah, there was an incident behind. Next guy behind us is now about 5 seconds back. Something happened. Something that doesn't help. Oh, yep. That guy has some choice words for somebody. We'll see it in the incidents later. Find out what happened. We're not racing anyone right now, but I'm still having fun. Watkins Glen is a great course. I'm enjoying myself just driving around it. You're looking getting better too. I mean, we got our all-time best going right now. Alright, don't spin on the curb, you doofus. I kind of want all-time optimal up. I like doing optimal in road racing. So you can divide it by sectors. Kind of get a better idea of what you're doing. Got distracted by something that happened in real life just now and messed up my final corner. Gotta pay attention.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. That lap was a 208.58. Sector 1 is 0.8.
Ooh, I overdrove that. That was not great. We have no one behind us, though. The 4 is actually driving away from second and third. I don't know if it's because second and third are battling, or the 4 is just that good. I think either are probably equally as likely. 4 was the pole sitter, I believe, and had a really, really good time in the 17s. Or whatever it was. 7s, I think it was. Still driving hard, but not doing anything too crazy because I don't want to wreck myself for no reason. Just trying to hit some solid times. Usually I drive better when I try to do that anyway, on road. A lot of times when I start making mistakes, it's because I'm overdriving. Trying to do something too crazy. See there, we've got an optimal sector almost. I think we're going to lose it because we don't have draft, but we're driving good, we're driving good. Things go a little smoother when you don't drive on the curb there. And take that turn flat out, in case you were wondering. And you cannot in this one, if in case you were wondering, but it kind of feels like you almost can. Alright, white flag. If you guys are gonna wreck, go ahead and do it. But if not, that's cool too. I'm happy with how we're running.
That's your quickest lap.
That's your quickest lap. That's what you like to hear. Will the 3 use the draft to catch up to the 4 and make a move into the bus stop? I don't think he's close enough. He's close, but not close enough. I see him up there. Car's feeling great. Get a little bit of the weight out of this thing, and tires are all feeling good. Drives good around here. I guess it would make sense because car's slow. But again, that is just my speed. I am a-okay with that. Just gonna go ahead and underdrive this corner again, as I tend to do. Well, no big crazy crashes in front of us at the end, but that's for the best. Those guys earned it. And I don't want to jinx anything quite yet, so I'm not going to say it, but I'll tell you in a second about something I'm thinking about. Something other than this P4. What is it, you may be wondering? Well, now that we've made our way through the final corner, we have ourselves a 0x race. No off tracks, no contact, leading to a 2x. Good race, good win.
P4, there's the finish. Good drive.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Oh, now you want to
Good
take
job.
turn one
Very
right.
good job.
Actually, it was a little slow. Do a couple more corners. These count towards your safety rating, I believe. Until the whole field finishes. Want to get in a nice visible spot here on the long straight anyway. Congrats to the 4. Wow. Very fast. I'm going to win this lap, though.
Nice racing, Thomas.
That was much cleaner than I expected. There was some mess. There was mess. But I think it helped that we got away from it. I think if we hadn't broken away from that group behind us, then we might have been part of that mess. But we weren't. P4. I will definitely take it. And there are our tires, if you were wondering. Let's put the wets on. That's going to be interesting the day I finally have to put wet tires on this car. It'll happen eventually. I've renewed my iRacing for another 3 months, so unless I want to waste my money, I will be here for the next 3 months.
That's the end
We
of the
will
session.
look at the incidents now. Only guy with 0x in the field. So basically I won the race, right? That's the only conclusion you can take from that. Pretty much won. Anyway, incidents. Lap 1, this happened right in front of us. This was the body check I was talking about. Pretty rude. We got some twin violence here. Twin on twin violence. Same scheme. Guy's just trying to maximize his corner, but he runs the guy out of room. Hip checks him right into the outside wall there. So I'm sure he did not appreciate that. Checking up there as maybe the guys were seeing the wreck. 11 gets into the back of him and ends up in the worst spot. And then, what are we looking at here? How's this guy in P14 on lap 1 already? What am I... Oh, this is the guy that was in the wreck. Okay. Oh, no. I wonder... I can't tell who's who because they all have the freaking same paint scheme. Or livery, I guess, since we're road racing. Yeah, he just, he kind of overcooks it. Right there. Tire's not willing to grip up. Oh, I think maybe it was probably the stab of the brake there that got him. Probably set that thing sideways and it was too much for the car to hold on to. Everyone gets by him, though. We finally make it to lap 2, and that is just an absolute destruction of the 16. That's no good. Can't run out into that outside anymore. No one told the 15 because he was ready to go all the way out there, whether the 16 was planning to or not. Just straight up wrecks him. Oh, that's nice, though. At least he, oh, he felt bad about it. He stops and leaves. I've been there before. Especially as a... still learning. You feel so bad about it. Gets out of the car. It was an honest mistake. Side by side here. Oh, that was in front of us. So this is before we got away from this cluster. This was actually after we had to check up for these guys through the bus stop and somehow ended up the worst from it. There's a couple of guys go around us. Kind of want to see how this develops. So those guys are racing hard up there, bumping into each other. I'm just trying to stay well clear of it. Making sure I'm giving plenty of room. I think we get 3 wide here. Oh, nearly sends the yellow car around. That's when I saw him get sideways for a second. And then their little contact, I guess, broke their momentum. So that allowed us to get out in front of them. Interesting little bit of racing there. Leader using every centimeter of the track to maximize his speed. Very talented driver out there. Man, what was this about? So they're racing hard. Yellow's given very little room. I think the yellow car probably didn't need to hold him that tight. They're okay, though. They're still going for now. The 5 will take advantage and do an overtake. They're not done yet, though. In fact, the 5's going to dive in from about 2.5 car lengths back. He just decides, well, my car is here, and then that was what we call stinky poo-poo. The yellow banana car is going to intentionally wreck the green car for that move. You're not fooling me. That was definitely intentional. I think if you go into the cockpit here, you're going to see his wheel turn to the right. Yep. I am angry. I am going to wreck you now. And then he does. Pretty dumb. Green car here. Not a great move. Bad dive bomb there. But suddenly the yellow car is 10 times worse for being a sore loser. And sending the 5 around. There's the 6 going wide in that corner. I remember seeing that behind us. I think this is what finally assured that we were going to break away, which I think was huge for us to not have to deal with all those guys. Oh, we had ourselves a battle for the lead, at least right here. It was interesting because the 4 doesn't really turn into the corner there. He just kind of goes straight. Not sure what that's about. That's the 9 turning into the corner, expecting the other guy to also turn into a corner. Because that's what corners do. Didn't really happen. I don't know, is the yellow car still just wrecking people? Is that what we're seeing here? Because that looked pretty ugly too. I mean, he's only going to catch up to him because of draft. This is what I was worried was going to keep happening to me. I don't know. I think maybe he's going for side draft, maybe? I don't know. But I think he just kind of comes down and turns the guy. Not a great showing from Banana Republic here. Ooh. Oh, dangerous spot. Dangerous spot. And then suddenly I don't feel bad for the blue car anymore. Funny how that works. So this race did get a little bit ugly, but thankfully I didn't look in the mirror and didn't see the ugly. Wait, that would made it sound like I was looking in my mirror and looking at myself. I just owned myself. Anyway. Lap 7. Are we going to get more retaliation? Wow, this is really dumb. Like, what are we doing? I think both of these guys need some time in the timeout corner. Like, what are we accomplishing here? Other than tanking our own stats for both of you. Do you think he's got a grin on his face here, or do you think he's just making himself feel worse about himself and life in general? Because I think that's probably what's happening. But they wreck each other yet again. 5 car out wide. He might have some damage, though. And that'll do it. So, some weirdness in the back of the field. Thankfully, we are out in front of it, able to break away, which I'm very happy. I didn't know if we were going to be able to do that here today. And we're able to pull it off. So, very happy about that. Race results page right here. Bringing it up for you. 9 I rating change, 9 safety rating change. So we'll get modest gains in both categories. And 0x, the true winner of the race. LOL, JK. 93 championship points. Not a very strong strength of field, but I think I finished where I most, how do I put this? Most realistically could expect to. The best expectable outcome, barring any wrecks, because these are the 3 guys I was saying were very fast, and I did not expect to be able to out-race. And sure enough, those are the 3 guys that finished ahead of us. So, thank you for watching. Sorry it got a little bit snoozy, a little bit partway through the race as we broke away, as nice as that was. Hope you enjoyed the action we did have, and a nice little run here at Watkins Glen. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.